everybody. This is Coburn C Capshaw / mistersmilesalot. How y'all doing today? Today I am back with yet another Let's Talk Media LLC advice video. And today's advice video is going to be about why it's important to get the evidence and the facts straight, and I'm going to give you some examples on how to do so. So for me personally, if you want me to give you a good first example, would be to not read a text message wrong and to not text in all capital letters. Unless you're really excited about something and you have to tell that person, they can take that wrong. I mean, they say it all the time, that's the most misconstrued way to read a text message. Well, it's true, and this still holds today, which is, well, the reason that it's a fact, right? So, the reason that you want to be able to make sure you have the evidence from a text message is because if you take it the wrong way, you might end up blowing up at that person when they weren't doing anything wrong. And then it's embarrassing for them, because then you have to make them explain themselves, then you have to say you're sorry, then re-explain yourself as to why you're sorry. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying you're sorry, but let's just not, run into that. Another good example for me personally, which I do see a lot and they talk about all the time, is facial expression and body language, right? So let's say that I have a friend and he's having a really bad day and I want to see what's wrong. And he's sitting there like this. I could say, hey, what's wrong? And he says nothing. And that can be fine, or he can tell me what he wants to. But the thing that I need to make sure that I don't do is push it to where I annoy him, or the last thing I want to do, speaking of getting the evidence, is not jump to the conclusion that it's about me and take it out on him, because like I said, it could be about something totally different and unrelated to me at all. And then I'm basically giving him trouble for no reason when he doesn't deserve it, right? And another really good one, which I do see a lot in relationships, is getting the facts straight and not jumping to conclusions on trusting your partner and trusting what they're doing, So a good example would be, if you're out with your friends and then you have your girlfriend or whoever texting you, just text her back. Be honest. Show her the evidence that she shouldn't jump to conclusions. Take a picture with your friends. Do what you have to do so that way you don't run into that confusion later of having to fight with one another and trying to outprove who was right and who was wrong. So again, you both don't jump to conclusions, because again, like I said, that's the last thing we want, and it'll just ease the tension. And I guess another good example would be, so your parents that are going to parent you, and they're doing that because they love you and they want you to learn right from wrong. So instead of jumping to the conclusion that they're trying to annoy you, or instead of jumping to the conclusion that they're trying to get under your goat, or as they say, instead of getting mad and lashing out on them and saying, you're dumb, you don't understand, try to understand, listen to their side of things, and then see, oh, okay, so that way you don't jump to the conclusion that they are trying to teach you a lesson and later on in life that you're going to use. You know what I'm saying? And to wrap things up, I guess I could say another last little example is speaking of tone and body language and how someone talks to you, right? Like I said, let's say that you're on the phone with someone or you're talking to them in person and they are having a bad day and they're like, again, this might not be you. I know I've said this, but I like to reiterate myself sometimes to make a good point, just so that way you can get what I'm saying across. So, to end things off, like I said, always make sure you don't misread text messages, make sure you don't misread body language, make sure you don't misread how someone talks to you, make sure that you get the right evidence with your significant other so that you end up not fighting and not assuming things and not try to have this evidence battle with one another. And don't assume that your parents are being annoying, because they are really trying to teach you a good life lesson. Trust me, I know from a lot of experience. Love you, mama. Anyway, guys, this is Coburn C Capshaw / mistersmilesalot with another Let's Talk Media LLC advice video. I really appreciate you all watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like I said, if you need a marketer, advertiser, if you need a martial arts boxing coach, if you want me to teach you women's self-defense, feel free to hit me up. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time.